Police has no right to get in your car and ask you to drive them. Mimi, I have refused. I'll never give police a ride in my car. Never ever.
Kwenye video hii, mwanaharakati huyu anayefahamika kama Mildred anaonekana akiteta kuhusu polisi ambaye aliingia kwenye gari lake. Na ni kutokana na kisa hiki ndipo tukaamua kudadisi haki za raia barabarani zinaanzia wapi na kuishia wapi.
The law requires of you, and it is very explicit under Section 105 of the Traffic Act, that a uniformed police officer, as at any one point, for as long as your motor vehicle is on the road, the police officer has the authority to stop you. You, as a law-abiding citizen, you only have one obligation, that when a police officer stops you, you have to stop.
Mara nyingi kusimama si hoja, kioja na vioja hutokea pale polisi anapotaka kuingia kwenye gari lako. Je, ni haki polisi kuingia kwenye gari lako?
The law says that, one, the police officer can either request that you accompany him to the nearest police station or to the police station that he or she is attached. Or two, that the police officer, for purposes of that inspection, can enter into your motor vehicle with the purpose of ensuring that the motor vehicle is taken to the nearest police station. Remember that if there is non-compliance with the law by you as a motorist, then the motor vehicle is supposed to be used as exhibit when and if the law enforcement officer thinks that they need to produce you in a court of law for purposes of charging you for being in violation.
Lakini kabla polisi kuingia kwenye gari lako, hapa ndipo inastahili uwe makini, kwani haki yako iko hapa.
A civilian refuses a police officer to enter the car and he has committed an offense, you see, we shall in fact have the resisting arrest, because that member of public will have resisted arrest of a police officer, which is unlawful.
For one to ascertain that the person who is arresting them or the person who wants to bring them into lawful custody is a police officer, then there are identifications that the police officers need to produce. One is the police uniform. And then two is the badges that has the service number. And then two, the police officers even have badges. So that a police officer, if it is required, and that is part of the rights of an arrested person as provided for under Article 49 of the Constitution.
Lakini mara si moja raia hukosa kujua kama wamekamatwa au la, na hapo ndipo wengi huingia kwenye mtego wa polisi. Je, ni wakati gani utajua kuwa umekamatwa na uko chini ya mamlaka ya polisi?
A private citizen will know that they've been arrested when a police officer declares to them that I have arrested you. They do not need necessarily to put handcuffs on you for you to know that you've been arrested. For as long as a police officer declares to you that you've been arrested, then you've been arrested. Then, so what happens to you when a police officer tells you that you've been arrested? You are supposed to comply. You are supposed to, now you are supposed to comply with the directions of the officer who has arrested you. So ordinarily, once you've been arrested, you are not supposed to start wailing and kicking and and harassing the police officer, because then that one amounts to resisting arrest.
Na kwa nini usiandikiwe kosa lako na kuamrishwa kufika kotini baadaye badala ya kupelekwa kwenye kituo cha polisi?
Because not every police officer has a cash paid book to issue that. The book we are using just one, and is only held by the OCS at the police station. Yeah, because traffic is under the OCS now, and the cash bail book is only used by the OCS. So you have to take the person to the station so that the OCS can give the cash bail at the police station.
Ni matumaini yetu kuwa umejua na kujifunza kuhusu haki zako za kisheria barabarani. Odhiambo, K24 Samoja.